Hey my friends, Christine Johnston here from rhythmoflifeRI in Lincoln, Rhode Island. And as you can clearly see, I'm outside and I'm taking a few moments today as I worked this morning and had some Reiki clients. I just am taking a moment or two to ground for my bare feet. Yes, my bare feet in southern New England in 50-degree weather are here in the earth and the grass, listening to the sound of the wind in the trees and just taking a few moments for me. I was pushed a little bit, I want to say, to get in touch with you today and give you a little bit more sound from my red grounding root chakra earth bowl. Inspired to give you some sound for healing and talk to you just a little bit about how it's important to ground right now. As many of you know, we're going into our last Mercury retrograde of this calendar year. This Mercury retrograde is going to start actually on my birthday, next Wednesday, the 13th, in Capricorn. And then on the 23rd of this month, it'll go into Sagittarius. What a crazy time of year to be dealing with glitches in technology, communication issues, and here's the big one, travel issues. As we know, this is the time of year so many of you are getting on planes, trains, and automobiles to go see your loved ones this holiday season. It doesn't have to be a deal breaker. It can be a scenario where if you're aware that it's here and you take that moment to just stop before you speak, stop before you yell, stop and breathe, and maybe laugh a little bit with the fact that it's going to come and it's going to go. And there's nothing you can do about it other than go with it, breathe with it, laugh with it, and just allow yourself to take the path of least resistance. Just take a moment before you move forward and everything will seem a little bit easier in the end. I'm seeing a lot of red right now and a lot of grounding going on. And that's the reason I talk about grounding with my feet in the earth, which they are right now. And this is based on a book I have read recently by Clint Ober, O-B-E-R, called Earthing. Earthing has been around for a really, really, really long time. And it's something that's come up more in the more recent years again, understanding that when we earth and we connect our feet, we are allowing the healing properties, these free electrons, to come up into our body and to beat down those free radicals that we have in our body and basically beat down inflammation. And we know that inflammation is a big leading cause to cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and other things, certain cancers, just things that are really nasty and that we want to try to either combat or avoid. So right now my feet, although they're completely unpedicured, are in the earth, which you can't see right now because I can't turn this camera around to make it happen. So you're just going to have to believe me that my feet are in the earth right now. There's a bare one. There's a bare one. Unpedicured, but definitely bare. What I want to do is give you some sound that will help you just take a moment in this weekend where we're just a couple of weekends, really, aren't we, away from Christmas time, to just sort of settle. So if you can find yourself a place to just sit for a moment and stop, and just give you a little bit of sound from my red bowl, my earthing, my grounding bowl, and say to you that you can get through this Mercury retrograde. So I plan to play this for you this weekend, and then next weekend I'll get in touch with you with one of my bigger singing bowls, and then 2 weeks after now, I will be on the ground here playing my largest singing bowl right now, just giving you these 3 opportunities to connect, to stop, to maybe take your shoes off if you can, if you're in a place, in a climate that you can do that, and just allow yourself to connect with the earth, even if it's for 10, 15 minutes, just allowing yourself that healing that is so important as we're so close to the holidays. And by the way, happy Hanukkah to my friends. I believe that this is 3rd day, I think, of Hanukkah right now. So happy Hanukkah to you right now. just giving yourself a chance to really enjoy those holidays, knowing that this Mercury retrograde is going to be hitting us next Wednesday. We are in those pre-phases right now, so some of you might be starting to feel some shifting. You might be feeling some unsettledness, some indecisiveness. You might be feeling it in your body. You might be sensing it on the outside. It might be tape loops that are going on in your head. It's okay. We're going to get through this. And if you know about it, and if you didn't realize Mercury retrograde was coming, then just know it is, and just laugh your way through it, breathe your way through it, know that it's temporary and that it shouldn't be ruining our holidays because it's coming. So I'm going to ask you if you wish to join me in just a little bit of sound. So go ahead and close your eyes if you want. And take what might be your first really deep breath of the day. And let it go. Take another deep breath. And let it go. Just had this feeling of, I don't know, just wanted to laugh. Just this kind of release of some tension that I had held in my belly. We've been talking about our solar plexus. That felt really good. Another deep breath in. Make it slower. And let it out. I just want to take a second and acknowledge the gentle wind that's going through some of the crumpled leaves that are still on the trees. It's really beautiful. Take time, my friends, to appreciate the little things. That's the stuff that we all need to work on more. At least I know I do. I have to continue to remind myself about the little things in life. That's what's really important. So I give you grounding, walking our path. Beautiful bird sounds, bird calls. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on in your life. Pay attention to the little things. Red, grounding, earthing. You've got this. You've got this. bowl ringing, birds singing, wind through the trees, grounding. Feels so good, feels like a connection. I always get this sense of lightness, sense of nourishing, sense of feeding from my feet up. Grounding always feels so good when I get a chance to do this. You've got this. I hope that you feel just a little lighter, a little bit more nourished, a little bit more excited to get on with this day. I look forward to connecting with you next week, playing another bowl, as we will be right in the beginning phases. Well, we're in the beginning phases right now, in the real meat of Mercury retrograde. You've got this. Breathe. So wonderful to connect with you today. Happy weekend. Namaste.